That one's fairly recent as well. And then finally, I was just going through an absurdist phase. That means any time between the age of 14 and now. And I was doing really funny stuff. Is that a Heinkel? Nose? Who knows? And then we got one of those turrets again. And I think this had been absolutely bashed about, so I thought I'd do something with it. Yeah, because we haven't got a proper ramp. And I do not know what that's all about. It's a bendy tube. But anyway, there's a crazy conversion, and I was obviously having fun that day. Now we can go back to level 2. In fact, let's do level 2 as a separate film, shall we? Because this must get really boring. So you can choose whether to watch it or not. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you soon for other projects. We'll come back to level 2 another day. So welcome back to the world of finding boxes full of toys, kits, tanks. Just worth saying, there's 2, possibly 3 88s, possibly 3.5. I'll have to come back to that. It is such a shambles. I think I need to take great care. There's also some other bits. There's something in a bag that I daren't go near because the bag looks atrocious. And there's a machine gun. I know who you're from, might be able to reunite you. And the cat, I'm going to have to go and see the cat as well. But we're going to deal with this lot now. And go through them quickly, I hope. The first thing to look at is a mashed Airfix Kubel wagon, which I think came from one of those sets, as I say. Yellow, not a wheel in sight, and it's all bowed because it had an adventure in a bonfire. I remember that distinctly. Poor old thing. I think all the wheels had dropped off by then, which is probably why it ended up in there. Now, chronological order. Hold on to your hats for this one. This is an Airfix. Look, it's green plastic. It's an Airfix Sturmgeschütz with additions later on. That again would be very early. I think I'd be 8 when I made that, which makes it well over 40 odd, 40 and a lot years old. It could be edging, I really can't do the maths. It could be edging into 50 years old. And it's had several upgrades, shall we call them. Lots and lots of tank track added on, and then I got the additional armour from somewhere. For some reason it's green, despite the fact that I've overpainted this. Initially it was green and I didn't paint it. I left the plastic because I was like that when I was very little. And then I repainted it grey, and then I added brown over the top, and now I've added green. Who knows? And this fella is obviously from an Esky tank of another variety. Right, then we go for this one. Again, hang on to your hats because this has had quite a life. That's a very old. Oh, I know. In the previous film there was a tank commander. Here he is. Tank commander sticking out of a tank. I've just randomly stuffed him in. He's out of the. Yes, somebody or other, possibly Hasegawa or something. Luftwaffe pilots and crew, and so is he. Now, I got those quite a long time ago, so who knows what's been going on. This is the Airfix Panther. It is rubbish. Nostalgia and brand loyalty do not stretch that far, so I've upgraded it with all sorts. I've really gone to town, haven't I? Loads of dismal tank track, really poor quality, bunged on. A machine gun, I think it might be American, Still, who knows, the Germans probably did that towards the end of the war, at some point or another, and obviously little men. The paint job was alright though, and I think that's the original. So, no, it might not be, there's no markings, but let's say the upgrade, I did my best, I really did. Now, we then go back to Panzer IV Airfix, and I cannot tell you, but it got the obligatory upgrade in my teens of having loads of boxes stuck on, no track whatsoever, and the gun doesn't move. The turret does, there's something in it. That would be a kind of round 2, so I might have been about 11 when I got that, a very long time ago. And then another Panzer III by ESCI, and I don't think I've done anything to it at all since I made it, even the paintwork and the glitzy glue along here, tons of it, just like now. Look, can you see that logo? Oh, it's had repair on the track. There's shed loads of there's 3 or 4 staples. Anyway, and then we go back to the Panzer IV Airfix pale grey plastic. That means it's from the Stalingrad set. Wow, I'd have got that when it came out, or the nearest birthday or Christmas. All the gun goes up and down, and the turret just about moves. So you can work out how old that is, because I can't remember when they came out, but I loved those sets, thought they were brilliant. Matchbox Panzer III, chunky and kind of sits a bit high to my mind. Hand painted. I mixed the colour for some reason, goodness knows what I was thinking, but I didn't put it on the wheels. There we go. I'll leave that. I won't paint the wheels. I'll leave that as an artifact from my childhood. Now another go at a Panther. This, I'm not sure, nobody's claiming credit for this, so it's probably another Airfix one. And yet again, I've tried to do something with it. I've tried to create the kind of mudguard fender things. I've tried to create that little flap over there. Nice try, mate, nice try. How old? About 11. I was really struggling with the Airfix Panther because it was so awful. This one I've tried again, so it must be Airfix. I managed to get a machine gun and ring from somewhere. I've stuck all kinds of junk on it, even the spare wheel, which I've seen photographs of. I've done that cutting away. Actually, that works quite well. Cutting away the track because of the buoyancy. And I've tried to get the mud guard panel to I made it out of cardboard to make it look like something, and it isn't. I do not know if these are the original, because this has had a paint job which I liked at the time and then I didn't like, so then I absolutely plastered it in weathering. So I've probably got some spare markings from somewhere else and applied those. Esky, this was one of the models that converted me wholeheartedly to this manufacturer, because I'd made the Airfix half track with the 88mm and I loved it. I thought, you can't beat that, but then I bought this. It's so solid and menacing, and once again I haven't done anything else to it since it was made. How old? 12, 13, and I'll be leaving it as it is because it is rough and tough. Oh, the cat's back. I did feed her, and then I've just gone over to make her happy, so to speak, and she turned her nose up at the food. Battery's going to go flat in a minute.